Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the outdoors. What is this? I play Pokemon on the internet. I don't go outside, but apparently, in this case, I do because it is a fucking gorgeous day, and this is without a doubt the most ridiculous recording setup I have ever had. Not only am I at my grandparents' house, so it's pretty difficult to sort out my laptop and camera and everything, but I want to get good sound quality, so I got my headset on, so I had to move everything outside. I got an extension cable. It looks good though from this point of view. God, is the cloud gonna? I feel like the cloud cover's gonna come over me. It's gonna go all dark for a second, but it should be okay. But I've got to have the shades on because the sun is literally right up there, shining in my eyes. And I guess that's about it for explanation. So we're gonna just jump right in. We're gonna have a Pokemon battle here. We're gonna battle against MootyPwns, Elina. You know her. She does the little cups and stuff. And wanted a battle. Went for an RU battle. So that's what we're going to do. So without further ado, 3, 2, 1. Alright, and we're off to a start. And the volume is coming in my ears, apparently. Need to turn that down. That's fine. Okay, so what have I got? I've got Running Pillar and Scarf Metacham, and then I've got a Bouffalant, Quagsire for defensive stuff, Lilligant, and a Scolipede. So nothing really that was actual team material that I kind of put together. More or less along the lines of just like, I don't know, I like using these guys, so I'm going to use them, and that's that. So I can hardly see anything, which is another unfortunate thing. The sun is glaring on the screen. But lid off with Aggron. I decided I'm going to go get up Stealth Rocks on the first turn, as he does as well. She. Why? This is a problem when you play female YouTubers. It's just that instinct is to go he, but in fact it's she. Go for the Stealth Rock both ends. And then I've got a feeling that probably carrying the Earthquake, if not maybe Dragon Tail. I was going to risk it anyway. I go for it, risk it for a biscuit, get the biscuit, munch down on the biscuit, and Metal Burst in the face. Absolutely phenomenal. Not only that, the Earthquake doesn't actually take me down to Sturdy, which is kind of interesting. I guess it's because defensive Druddigon as opposed to offensive, and doesn't really have stab on the Earthquake, so ends up taking me down to 36, no problem. Kill it with a Metal Burst, and in comes Hitmonchan. Now, I'm thinking, hopefully, unless she goes for a Mach Punch, I should be able to get off the Endeavor, bring her all the way back down to 36, which is my HP, and then Revenge Kill if necessary. Also, there's potential that Life Orb could be able to kill her off on this turn, but she's not running Life Orb. Goes for the Rapid Spin, which is a smart play, allows her to get rid of my rocks, and now with a Mach Punch she's able to finish off Pillar, so no longer has those rocks as an issue, and I think she has quite a few things that are kind of weak to rocks, so good for her to get rid of those. So now go into her, I go into my Scolipede, sorry, trying to Revenge Kill / get up Spikes. I really should have just gone for a layer of Spikes here, honestly, instead of trying to Earthquake, but I just go for it anyway, and I get a pretty much minimal damage on the Escavalier, which isn't great, but you know, what are you gonna do? Gotta have some kind of try there. So I'm gonna try and get up Spikes now, lay down a couple layers of those, and obviously Hitmonchan's gonna die and switch in. So I think maybe even one layer will take it out. I'm not quite sure, but I'm gonna try and get 2 up, because if I get 2 up, then guaranteed take out Hitmonchan, and obviously things like Escavalier don't want to come in and take Spikes damage all the time. It's just going to benefit me in the long run. So, get off the first one. As you can see, Iron Head doing a crap ton of damage, even though she's not banned and she's running leftovers. Escavalier still has sky high attack, man. I think it's like base 130, 140? Something like that. Something high. Something stupidly high that I don't want to be dealing with. So, unfortunately, I'm going to go down to another Iron Head, but I do get off 2 layers of Spikes in that kind of period of time, so I'm not complaining at all. So now I'm going to go into Lucina. She challenges her fate, if you didn't know, Fire Emblem, and she's going to do that right now. She's going to go for the Sleep Powder, and Elina makes a nice play here, goes to her Entei, which I was kind of questioning, like, well, I guess you wouldn't really question it because you can resist the Petal Dance and stuff. I was like, why would you put Entei to sleep? Doesn't really make sense in my book, but apparently she's running a banded Entei with Sleep Talk. I think it's banded? It might not be, but I was just assuming it was banded with Sleep Talk, and that's what it does. Apparently, I feel like I have a free Quiver Dance, and then she stays in. I'm like, why are you staying in? What's going on here? And falls asleep, and oh, all of a sudden, Sleep Talk out of nowhere. I'm like, crap, don't get Flare Blitz, please! And thank God. Whew, doesn't get the Flare Blitz, so able to dodge a bullet there. Pretty heavy bullet to dodge, but manages to live it with 73 HP, and I have, of course, you guys know this Lilligant Rock Gem, so it's a guaranteed 1-hit KO on an Entei after +1, plus the Rock Gem with Hidden Power Rock. fantastic, guys. Not gonna lie, fan-fucking-tastic. So I take out the Entei, and now I'm looking really good to sweep, honestly. She does have a few things that could be annoying. The Hitmonchan's gonna come and actually die. Maybe she forgot about the spikes, that's probably what it was. Didn't think that she'd be able to, you know, or she thought she'd be able to live, so she came in and unfortunately died. Then goes into Rotom, which I could easily put to sleep, but it's either a question of trying to sleep and missing and then dying anyway, or getting off solid damage and not risking missing the sleep powder. I decided I'm not going to risk missing the sleep powder because I don't really care to try and, you know, go all out here in Quiverdan, so I'm just going to go for Hidden Power Rock. Don't get as much damage as I want to get on it, but there's going to be a free switch into my Bufalon, especially because she's used Leaf Storm and is probably Scarfed or Specs or something and locked into it, which is pretty perfect. So now goes into Scavalier. I knew this was going to happen, so I'll go for the Stone Edge instead of the Mega Horn. And my nose is really getting me bugged up here, which is rather annoying, but... oh, gotta swallow it down. Swallow it down. So, yes, Stone Edge, perfect, fantastic. 2-hit KO, banded Stone Edge. That's the nice thing about Bufalon versus Escavalier, is that even though Bufalon is really slow, Escavalier is a tier below that in terms of slowness. So I managed to outspeed him, kill him with the second one. Thankfully, don't miss any of them, so I'm in a good position here. And I'm going to have to switch out against this Slow King. I don't want to take a hit from that, so I'm going to go into Quagsire, kind of as a way to die, because I kind of want Quagsire to go down, but I also want to get off a Toxic. I know I can definitely live at least one hit from it, Surf or Psychic or whatever it has, and go for Toxic, get that damage, racking up, and, you know, by the time Quagsire dies, hopefully Toxic would have worn up enough to the point at which I can easily bring in Bufalon and go for a Choice Band and Mega Horn and eliminate the Slow King from field of play. And I think Slow King is her final guide, so that's going to be my plan of action. Just keep going for it, man. I tell you what, guys, my back is sweating like hell on the back of this chair. It's a nice chair to sit on. I did grab it from inside the house, but I tell you what, it's hot times. So as you can see, all of that, which I said, does come into play. I can't see anything on my screen right now. It is bright as hell, but I know that I just hit the thing with the Mega Horn. It just, I could hear from the sound of my ears, but that's what happens. I do manage to finish that thing off, and of course the Rotom, which is now going to be slower than me because she set up the Trick Room earlier on, which is pretty fantastic. So Bufalon's able to outspeed Rotom, finish the thing off, and that's going to be the game. So, wow. That was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Nice weather going on here. I'm going to be, you know, doing some more stuff. And yeah, I just thought it would be a nice change of pace to come outside and try and do this. And internet's okay. Internet's pretty decent, so I think I'll be able to upload this in decent quality. So yeah, that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you next time with another picture-in-picture or another stand-up Pokemon battle or whatever. I'm going to go run around the garden. Bye.